Hi, everybody, and welcome to a very exciting moment for Stephen and I. This has been a brainchild of ours for a few months now, and yes, you'll notice we have a whizzy professional background to start with. You'll also be noticing there's some social media going to be around this, but this is our new podcast series. So it didn't feel right to me having it on the Hill Coaching Company podcast. It just seemed a bit wrong because it was definitely at least 50-50. And as those of you who follow us will have known, often it was mainly Stephen's ideas that we were talking about. So it really didn't seem comfortable to me. So we came up with this incredibly smart idea. Rather light. I was pretty proud with being called Oliver Hill and coming up with the name Hill Coaching Company. We've come up with a blinder and named our show The Stephen and Oliver Show, which I don't know if you agree, Stephen, but I think that is genius.
Absolutely genius.
Yeah. And the thing is, there's a sneaky bit behind this, really, and I think it's probably okay to say it now, because we are all about helping people. And when we were talking about this show, what was it you wanted to call it right at the beginning?
It was all about how do we really support and help people. And I went, SOS. I just actually said it. Yeah. Just SOS. We didn't even think about the fact that it would have our initials in at the time. Yeah. It was just like, I went, SOS, SOS. And then there was a long pause, and Oliver was kind of thinking, and he went, Steve, an Oliver show. And there it was born.
And it is. And that is beautiful because, you know, internationally recognised symbol for cry for help or for needing help. And that's what we do. And no one can have a go at us about it being the SOS show because it's our bloody names. So we stand by that, although there doesn't seem to be a huge amount of people using this anyway. So it's the Stephen and Oliver show, but certainly we're more than happy for you to refer to it as the SOS show as well. And as I said, there'll be social media with this as well. And the aim of it is to get content out on at least a weekly basis, and if not more. In time, we anticipate having guests. But ultimately, the most important part of what we're looking to achieve here is to leave you with actionable takeaways. Now, what do we mean by that? So I have my view, but Stephen, what do you think an actionable takeaway will look like for the guys?
It's real tangible things that you can say, right, I'm going to do this to try and do things differently to change the outcome. Real actions. That could be around, we could direct you to a book that we think might be useful for you to read. It might be that we direct you to another platform, another platform that we think might be interesting for you to read. And again, we'll be pulling on our experience, you know, my 38 years plus experience, Oliver's experience, real experience of things that have really helped us with our building our confidence, inspiring us as individuals. We see a lot of things that have inspired us on our journey. Things that we believe can make you the stronger person. So we really, 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 really want the takeaways. It's so important to us. So we'll be sharing a lot of things and giving a lot of things, but that's what it's all about. And we'll always refer it back to help, because that's what it's all about. SOS is all about help. It's all about you helping yourself by investing in you. And that's really special to us. And I feel quite emotional today because me and Oliver have been talking about this for quite a long time in the background, and we've been building it. And to be able to just come out and just say it, it feels absolutely amazing. It really does. And I'm just looking forward to what people get out of it, because that'll be really important. And really, our community that resides here in the UK and all over the world, you know, we want to share it with our community because we believe that there's real benefit here. And one of the things me and Oliver want people to do is invest in themselves. And the only way you do that is by, you know, whether that's reading books, whether that's, you know, going to read on platforms, whether that's taking advice from someone else, from a mentor and a coach. We also want you to understand that there's so much out there. We want to help you get to it as well.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, really well put, to be fair, because I think that last piece in particular, starting there, since I've been doing this, I suppose professionally for over 8 years now, there is so much information out there, and this is the key bit for me that I didn't bloody know about. So before I started this journey, and perhaps the reason I started this journey is because I came over a piece of content that I use a lot in my work about 10 years ago, and the sort of the work that did with me, and how it helped me open my eyes to stuff, sort of led me to this path. Within about 2 years, I'd set up this company, and I was helping people. Now, I must admit, in year one, was I helping them effectively? But I was trying. I was doing my best. I had information. I definitely made a difference. But now, the amount of information that I've been privy to, and that I've seen work with multiple clients, multiple companies, multiple teams, it's unquestionably beneficial. But not enough people are aware of it, because even now, when I meet new clients, they have no idea about some of the stuff that I feel is really basic. But then I take myself back 10 years and realise, well, I didn't know it. It's obvious when it's pointed out to you. It's even more clear when you're given the sort of tangible takeaways, and even more effective when you have the accountability of people like us to help you. But people like us aren't going to be available to everybody. And we don't think that's fair. Yeah. So therefore, the idea of giving you something tangible every single session, and when we bring guests in, the whole point of that guest will not be for them to say how great they are. It will be about how they can bring something to the table to help you. Because part of our reason for doing this it was looking at a lot of podcasts out there that have really exciting, really interesting guests on, and it's fascinating. It's almost like an autobiography in action, isn't it? Because you're hearing it from the horse's mouth. But I'm not convinced I hear many examples of how someone can realistically put that into daily practice. It doesn't seem to me very attainable. So that's the aim. We are aiming, and we're not going to promise it, but we are aiming to give you as much tooling, as much support, as much help as possible, without us directly being there, to make a difference in your life. And I often coin the phrase of become a better version of yourself, because you're good already. To be wherever you are, in whatever situation you're in, you've achieved a lot. And first of all, reflecting on that is important. Now, you might not be where you want to be at this particular stage, so question us on that, but you definitely are. And therefore, it's how can we help you redirect that, or how can we help you boost what you're already doing? I think that covers it quite nicely, doesn't it?
No, absolutely. And it's us giving you information and prompts so that you can make the difference for yourself. And one of the things I often hear people say is, I didn't know that exists. I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know there was that opportunity. So we want to uncover some of that as well. And there'll be some real tough subject matters we're going to talk about as well.
Yeah.
And someone needs to talk about them, because I think sometimes they're not talked about. Everything can't be happy, shiny. There are some tough things that we've got to talk about, but we will do that. And we want to help you help yourself.
Absolutely. So really, the actionable takeaway for me on this particular episode, I appreciate it's a shorter one than the rest will be, is to start listening to and downloading our episodes and get into the habit of doing so. We are going to run episodes that might be as short as 10 minutes, but they could be as long as 30, 40 minutes. But we honestly believe the content that we put in there is going to be incredibly valuable to you, and the people that we bring on in the future as guests as well. But also, we're open to ideas. We said this previously. We will listen to anybody who would like us to talk about a particular subject.
Absolutely.
And if we don't know the subject well, then obviously one of our specialisms is to go off and find out about stuff, and see how we can help make that helpful exist currently to our clients, but now also through the power of the podcast. And I think that's why we've chosen this forum of podcasting. Yes, we're recording a video, so it is available on YouTube, but the main thing is podcast, is because you can kind of take us anywhere.
Absolutely.
You can listen to us on the car journey to work. You can listen to us on the train to work. You can listen to us at weekends, on the run, in the gym, wherever it is. There's basically, I believe, no excuse to not consume this content. And that's the first one. So the first action for me, and Stephen may have some others, but it's to plan in, to schedule in, to hit that subscribe button, I suppose, to be cheesy, but to make sure you don't miss an episode. That's the first action, because there is going to be some absolute gold in this. And that's not us overselling it. It really is. We know. We have helped so many people, and the information that we know has helped ourselves. So please just make a habit of checking out this podcast on a regular basis. You won't regret it. So that's the actionable takeaway for me. Stephen, is anything you want to add to this first episode?
I second everything that you've said, and I would just add on there that you're also part of a bigger community. by subscribing and being involved, you're part of a big community where we will take questions and we will get answers to things which we will then pass your way. So see this as an extended community that you're part of that's going to grow and grow, and as it grows, the knowledge will grow. And as the knowledge grows, that means you'll get more content, more usable content that you can use. So yeah, subscribe and be excited as we are.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, I think that's a good foundation to get you all hyped up and ready for the first proper episode, which will be coming next week. And for now, Stephen and I say thank you for joining us and for hopefully subscribing. And we look forward to speaking to you on the next episode.
Bye for now.